Hello there. It is, what time is it? It is 5 o'clock on the dot on December 21st, 2025. I wanted to make a small video. I got this new radio today, and I want to do an unboxing on it. It is a new radio for my 2019 Yukon Denali. Give you the backstory. I bought one of them Phoenix radios. I like the idea of having the touch screen, and I also like the idea of the standalone. My biggest selling point is the standalone LTE 4G connectivity, where basically some of these newer units have a data port for a standalone SIM card, so you can basically go online and watch YouTube, check your email, download apps, whatever, just like you could on your phone, just like you could anywhere without ever having to have your phone with you. It's basically like you're connected wirelessly to your phone, only you're not connected wirelessly to your phone. The head unit, the radio, whatever you want to call it, has its own SIM card. So you buy a data plan from your cellular provider and you put it in, well, I'll show you, but you put it in the radio, and the radio completely is standalone. That was my biggest selling point. Well, I ordered an open box one from Tesla. I'll give you a little rundown. And I got it. And it looked like it was great. Everything looked like it was good. But the thing, honestly, was junk. I hooked it up. And about 5 months after I got it, this is where the problem was. But I hooked it up. And all the heater lights would come on unless you hit the buttons, and then they would shut off. And it shouldn't do that. So there was one problem. Another problem was it kept jumping from screen to screen on me. Don't know why, because it's not like you really hook anything up with these new vehicles. They are what's called plug and play. Basically, the Tesla style deck I got from Phoenix Automotive, the 12.1 inch screen, because I like the idea that it's flush and no higher than the dash, where the 15 or 14 inch screen comes up higher, comes up above. But it had a bunch of problems. And the plug and play part, basically, it's got 3 harnesses. Well, it's actually got like 5 harnesses that plug in the back, but only 3 are for the actual radio. You unplug 2 harnesses from your OEM's radio. You plug them into this, and everything works through the Tesla radio just like it would on. You basically get an emulated view of your stock radio and screen on the Tesla screen. Plus, it does much more. Thought great, for $700, whatever it was. I got an open box one, though. That was my first mistake, probably. But I figure if it's just open box because somebody bought it and didn't want it, hey, save me some money. So I got it. That was the first issue. The second issue, when I was going to hook it up, I started looking at the stuff that I bought. I bought a dual TV tuner. I bought a 360-degree camera system. I bought the OBD diagnostic system so you can OBD to your car. What else did I buy? I think there was one other thing that I bought too. I can't remember, but I started looking at this thing and realized it has no RCA outputs at all. Now, call me crazy, but when you buy an aftermarket deck, it'd be nice to know that if you wanted to expand, especially with my case, I thought I'm doing expanding, be able to add an amp or whatever if you wanted to later, or get a little more power, add some extra speakers if you wanted. But this head unit had no powered speaker outs and no audio outs whatsoever. Now, the next thing is now listen to me, it had no video inputs or auxiliary audio RCA inputs. Now, this is where this comes interesting. I purchased a TV tuner, dual TV tuner. I ended up getting a single TV tuner. Had to call them back. I ordered another one before I sent the first one back to make sure it came in a reasonable amount of time. I thought I was going to have the system done a lot earlier, obviously. But they sent me another single TV tuner. So now I've ordered 2 dual TV tuners and got 2 single TV tuners. So now this TV tuner needs a left and a right RCA input into the head unit and a video in, obviously. There were none. 360-degree camera. Supposed to plug in here and plug in there. Wouldn't work. Had another item. This is the one I can't remember what. I'm sorry. Yes, dash cam. Supposed to hook in. Again, no audio or video inputs. So this head unit had no left or right RCA audio outs, no video out, no video in, no left or right audio in, RCA or otherwise. No coaxial output, no optical output, nothing. No way except through Bluetooth to connect anything to this. So I called them up and talked to a tech, even though I know what I'm doing, obviously. I called them up and I said, answer me a question. I said, how are you supposed to hook this up for this TV tuner? And, long story short, first guy tells me, take and hook the input for the camera, or the output of the camera, the TV tuner, take the output of the TV tuner, the left and right in the video output, and connect them to the video, the 3 video cables that come out, that specifically set on them, video left, video right, video front, video back, input. So I'm like, how am I going to hook a left and right audio out into video inputs? How's that going to work? Dude tells me he's done it a ton of times, freaking it works every time without hooking anything up, blah, blah, blah. And I said, so you get this stuff to work without hooking anything up? I said, that's amazing. Another tech guy, another tech session. He tells me to hook the yellow video out from the TV tuner to the green subwoofer out. Yeah, this is the thing. It had a subwoofer out, and that's it. No, nothing else. Just subwoofer out. No left, right, front, and rear. Just subwoofer out. So this guy tells me to hook the yellow video out of the TV tuner to the subwoofer out from the head unit. Okay. I get 3, 4, 5 more technicians calling me, video chats, over and over and over again. And not one person that works at Phoenix could give me an explanation or tell me how to connect the TV tuner, the 360-degree camera, or the dash cam. Nobody had a clue. Nobody who works there has any clue on how to hook any of this stuff up. It was the saddest thing I ever heard. Then I asked them if they knew what Toshlink was. Not one person there knew what Toshlink was. No clue. Had no idea what it was, what I was even talking about. What digital coax out was, nothing. I was like talking a different language to them. Yet they're trying to tell me this is the way to hook stuff up. So I basically sent the stuff back. I sent everything back that I got. They told me they were going to charge me 15% restocking fee on a couple of the items. Now, why they're going to charge me a restocking fee on items I'm returning, because they are not able to be used with the head unit that they sold me. And the items that I purchased were all off the Phoenix website. Got me, but whatever. I'm taking 15% of what, $240 or whatever they wanted to charge me. Okay, it's going to be like $36. Who cares? Right before I send it back, they charge me, tell me it's 20% restocking fee now. So rather than argue, it's supposed to be restocking fee on the 360-degree camera, which was $250, and the dash cam, which was $70. So $320, 20% would have been $64. I can live with that, I figured, So I send the stuff back. I send back all the stuff back. I send back the head unit. $1,060-something worth of stuff. I get my refund, and it's for like $552. So I argue back and forth with them, and they basically took 25% restocking fee. Now, here's the kicker. They didn't take 25% restocking fee of the $300 worth of items, the two items that they were supposed to, that they originally told me they were taking it from. They decided it would be easier and better for them if they took 25% restocking fee on the head unit, which was $600. So instead of getting 15, whatever, 20% on $250 worth of, $320 worth of items, they decided they would take the 25% that they were going to whack me now out of the most expensive item that I purchased from them, which was the head unit. Then they wanted to knock $20 off for a manual missing, another $20 off because there was some cord missing, $30 off because they said the head unit was full of dirt. They took $75 off because I painted the head unit bezel the same color as my vehicle so it matched. And the funny part is, they made me, and I requested that I send in pictures of the head unit before I send it back, so there'd be no issues and no problems because I painted it. I told them up front before I did anything, and I didn't want any problems or to get charged for anything because of that. I wanted to disclose it to them and have them look at it before I did anything and get their okay. Well, they okayed it. Everything was fine. Send it back, sir. The whole deal. Then when I send it back, they whacked me $75 because they said they had to repaint the bezel. Nice, right? So basically out of almost $1,100 before tax, I got like 530, I think, or 550, somewhere in there. It was a while ago, back from them. That's why I would never buy or recommend anybody buy anything from Phoenix Automotive. Their units are junk. You're better off spending a little more money if that's the style radio you want and getting a good one. Some from Autotech or Merge Radios or one of them. Just be careful what you get because a lot of them don't have RCA outs at all. Okay, now, so that being said, long story short, I'm taking them to small claims court for the other $500. They're not getting away with that. They screwed me, and I'm not one to get screwed by anybody for any reason. So I'm taking them to small claims court, and I'm gonna sue them for $1,500. $500 for the interest and stuff it cost me, another $500 that they owed me, and $500 just for, I don't know, pain and suffering or whatever the hell else you want to call it. Punitive damages, whatever they call it. So I'm suing them for $1,500 in court. And I'm going to win because I've got every single email they've ever sent me. I got the email that shows that they were going to charge me 15% restocking, then it went up to 20, and then how they charged me 25%. They lied. They had no approval to do that, and that is completely illegal to do. You can't do that with a customer. You can't agree with a customer on 20% restocking of two items and then charge 25% restocking fee on a completely different item and not even charge the 20% on the two items you originally agreed upon. So they are going to lose and lose hard. Okay, but just wanted to give that rundown. But now this radio, I just happened to find the other day, the one that I just bought on Amazon. I was looking around for Tesla style radios, and when I went down the screen, you know how it says on Amazon, other items you might like, or other items of interest or whatever it says. Well, these two popped up. There was one for $249 and this one, or $299, and this one for $389. Now, almost identical. They look the same. They act the same, but the difference is the other one was a 4 gigabyte, 48 gigabyte. Is that right? 48. Yeah, I believe that's 4 gigabyte. No, what was it? Must have been 64. 4 gigabyte. Oh no, that was. I'm sorry. 4 gigabyte, 32 gigabyte RAM memory. And I thought that was a little low and a little slow. So this one I found out had 4 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes of memory. Which I don't really care about the memory that much, but I watch everything off Spotify. I'm not going to download that much music onto the head unit and hold it there anyway. So I went with this one because it seemed like a little better quality. It's a more reputable place. It's not just some weird name off-brand. It's made by Nav something. I don't know. But I'll show you in the manual. But this thing, it's got a 32-band DSP, got a 10-inch touchscreen with high definition resolution. It's got everything you could want. It is standalone with a 4G LTE optional SIM card if you want to use it, like the Tesla decks and the Phoenix Automotive decks. It has audio outs. It has audio ins. It has video in. It has HDMI out. It's got everything. The only thing it doesn't have is remote. And I don't even care about the remote. Well, it's got steering wheel controls, it's got navigation, it's got everything you could want. Everything that any of those other decks got. And I'm telling you, $389. And it comes with a brand new bezel. So I'm going to set this phone up. We're going to unbox this thing so I can show you what this thing comes with and what it's got. And see what you think of it. All right. Here we go. Gotta try to set this up. I don't really have the equipment to do this stuff. So let's see if I can get the phone to stand up. It's gonna fall on me. It's gonna fall. Okay. I'm gonna get the box. We're gonna open this baby. So, get my little knee pad here because I got bad knees. Make sure I'm in the screen. Yep, perfect. Okay, we're gonna check this thing out. Came packaged nicely in a plastic bag, in a bigger box, and then in this box. And I don't know yet, I haven't opened it, so we're gonna go from here. First time opening it. See what we got. Oh, not too bad. Comes with styrofoam in there. Cover everything up. Has a little manual. I was looking through this online, and I hope this one has a lot better information in it than the one online does, but I probably won't. So get the user manual with it in English. Let's see if it said the name of the place. It is a Android 13 operating system with an octa-core processor, quad-core, 466 megahertz. You can apparently get it with 4 and 64, 8 and 128, or 8 and 256. I don't really care. I don't know which one I got, but it's got 5G. It's got secondary and primary Bluetooth, GTS sound, ST7850 amplifier, S147925 audio chip. It's got supports gyroscope, 360-degree camera. Auxiliary audio, 1080 and CVBS inputs, USB interface, 4-pin and 6-pin. Not bad. Okay, so there's that. Comes with that. Ooh, now here's the unit that you get right here. Now this basically is a direct replacement, so it fits right in where your old deck comes out. And it even comes with, like I said, a new bezel. So, plastic over the screen, I see, a piece of cellophane or whatever. But that's how it comes. It's got the 10-inch screen, it's got your volume, back, home, power, built-in microphone, and RST. I'm not really sure what RST is, though. Probably something to voice in response or something. If you notice, the only thing missing right here for Yukon and them is the little touch panel for the screen, the home screen, the back, and the up and down for the hidden compartment. They did away with that because everything will be ran off this now. So put your heated steering wheel controls and the rear heat controller in here. Now this comes right here. Now this will be perfect. Now what I'm going to do, I'm pretty sure right here. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put my base EQ right here because I can't really find another place for it. But I think that's going to look absolutely mint in there. You put your stock display cover pops onto the top of that, and that's it. Okay. Here's the back of this. It's got your main power plug goes here. Your antenna goes here. Then your options and your plugs here. It's got a built-in Bluetooth antenna. And then over here you have you've got your GPS antenna, 4G antenna, and oh shit, I didn't even realize it, but it does. It has coax out, digital coax out, and Toslink, or optical out for audio. So it's got them both. I didn't even realize it had that when I bought it. But there's the back of that. Pretty cool. I mean, it's very flush too. There's really nothing to it if you look. Very sleek. So I'm gonna try to figure out and see if I can still make it motorized somehow, so I can still use. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. All right, so here we go. So, oh shit. So that's not good. All right, so here's this. I guess you gotta pop your heater controls out and they pop in here. So no big deal. Now, it states clearly in the ad that this is for non-Bose radios. Now, the only reason I can think of that is because the configuration and the way Bose systems are, but I'm not using any of the stock radio. This is strictly for standalone extreme audio system that I'm building. So let's take that. Let's see what we got for plugs. Oh my God. Will you look at this? This thing has a million freaking plugs with it. Look at this. Look at this bag of plugs. Look at this thing. Look at this. Oh my God. So let's start pulling stuff out. See what we got here. We got another bag inside a bag. Thing comes with, now I know what a lot of this stuff is from before, so that's a steering wheel control cable, your brackets to mount it, okay, that is your box for the Chevy DTS or digital signal, DSP, whatever you want to call it. It's a GM-SS04A. They all come with this mostly. Okay. We got a little removal tool. A screwdriver. We have a camera end for a rear camera with power for the rear camera, which is nice. We have antenna adapter to go from the small antenna to the big antenna. We got, this is CCD AV in for a closed circuit camera with the bypass harness. Okay. This is, I believe, this is the audio video harness. There's your SIM card holder for your LTE SIM. Okay, then we got subwoofer out. We got video out. Auxiliary right and left in. Mic in. Video 2 in. Video 1 in. Amp connection, turn on, remote turn on, power antenna, whatever you want to call it. And this, I believe, plugs into a another harness, if I'm not mistaken. I think the steering wheel control harness. And that plugs into the back too. Alright, holy cow. Got another huge harness. Bunch of plugs. Another antenna wire. Another small plug wire like that. I think plugged in this, like I said, the steering wheel harness, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this one has auxiliary left and right in. OnStar, left or positive and negative OnStar. Right here. Back video in. And I believe your, purple grip, here's your speaker wires. And, what is this? Oh, that's your OnStar, okay. Yep. All right, yeah, and these are your speaker wires right here. You got gray, blue, purple, white, or gray, green, purple, and white. There's your front, left, front, right, rear back. Then I believe you got some, I don't know what else you got there. Auxiliary detection. Oh, that's your reverse trigger. Okay, there's that one. Not done yet. Got another big thing of harnesses here. I think a lot of these are for different applications, if I'm not mistaken, but this one's got auxiliary in, left and right, antenna, bunch of different stuff on it. Here is your 4-pin USB. Oh. Sorry guys, I got a bad back. Oh. This is your 6-pin USB. This is, it says Silverado. This is another steering wheel control adapter. Must be a little different system on the Silverado. GPS navigation antenna. Speaker for so it can talk to you, and for OnStar, and I believe also the navigation, turn-by-turn navigation. That is the free 4G LTE antenna for your wireless signal, like that's built into your phone, but this is an external one, so it gets better, way better signal. Goes on the top of your windshield with double-sided tape. Okay. There's your microphone you mount so you can speak to it. A little loop out connector for something, bypass. And a older style, I think this is USB B, maybe, I don't really remember. But it comes with that style USB also. Why, I don't know. So that's everything. And you can see this thing comes with an abundance of cables. I mean, there's no way you're missing a cable on this thing. This thing's got more cables than you'd think. I believe when you get done, you will have, let's see, you need this one. You'll need, let's see, this one. I believe this one and this are the same thing. So this one, yeah, this is all your speakers right here. So they're on there. So you won't need this one. You won't need this one. These you'll need, all three of them. That you'll need, I don't think you'll need that. Need that. Need that. Need that. I don't think you need this unless you're on the regular camera. Need that. Need that. Need this. Need that. So that is the extra stuff that you're not going to need. That is what you're going to need. And I'm still trying to find, oh, NavGear. That's what this unit is. It's a NavGear 10-inch touchscreen 4G LTE Android-based head unit. That's pretty much what the description calls it. Well, like I said, on the back of the manual, it gives you this. The problem is, which I don't understand, I mean, a lot of people that are putting these in their car don't have a lot of experience or knowledge. I've been doing this a long time. I'll get by, no problem. I'll figure out what goes where, and if I have to make it work somehow, or split a wire, or splice something, I will. And one way or the other, that will work in my car, and it'll play, and everything will work the way it's supposed to. But if you don't have proper knowledge of a voltmeter, and don't know how to use it, and, you know, you're relying on the directions and instructions to tell you how to get through to plug in and everything and play, and caution and watch out for this and make sure you don't do or do this. You ain't getting it on this deck because it doesn't give you one bit of instruction. Doesn't even tell you what speaker wire go to what wire. And they're not labeled. They're just the standard color codes. Purple, green, white. Purple, green, white. And, am I on the brain part? Purple, green, gray, and white. I'm sorry. Yeah, purple, green, gray, and white. But it doesn't tell you which ones are which. You're going to have to look it up. So, not going to be very hard to hook up. Like I said, I've already hooked up a Tesla deck. The Phoenix one. Basically the same hookups. But I'm excited. I think this deck's going to be pretty badass. I'm looking forward to it. I like the fact that I don't have to change the dash at all. I still get a 10-inch screen, and I don't have to run my tablet. And the nicest thing about this, it's got everything I need, and it's got a volume knob. That was my biggest pet peeve with running the tablet. I was going to have to run a USB connected volume knob for volume. I'm old school. I like having the volume right on the head unit. I don't like having to reach for my audio control HCR knob and turn it down through the DSP or whatever. I want to turn my radio down just like anybody else ever did in the past. In the future, turns the radio down with the positive and the negative plus minus buttons on the screen. And this has got it. So I'm going to like that. Hopefully it's not super difficult to use because I'm not really into that. This thing's going to be vibrating and shaking. I really can't have, I hope it holds up. But, all right, I'm going to put that away. I'll probably put this in next week or something. But for now, I'm finishing got the bolts. I'm going to finish. Those are the bus bars that are going to connect the power wires. Got them all drilled and tapped. And I got the lithium bank box right here. I cut out a panel and I put my gland fittings in here for the 8 positives, 16 positives, and 16 negatives. So this is going to get a little hairy. How I'm going to do this, but we're going to get it figured out because I actually need, now that I think about it, I must have been having a brain fart or something. Because I was thinking I needed 16, 8, and 8. But I need 16 power. I need another 16 ground. Plus the additional 8 ground that have to go to the frame. So that's 16, 32, 40. I need 40. Yeah. And this is basically 7 times 3 is 21. That's 21. So that's going to cover, that'll cover the positives, all of them, 16 of them, and 5 of the negatives. I'm going to have to run some more negatives. The reason I had to do this like this is because these are not deep enough. Where are they? Anyway, they're not thick enough to go through this pile, so I had to use a piece of plexiglass. As you can see, it's a piece of plexiglass in there. So I just thought it would look cool. You could kind of see in the box if you needed to see in there and look at anything. But now that I'm thinking about it, I need a lot more inputs. So I got to get going on this. But all right, thank you for the unboxing. Have a good day.